Thanksgiving prep can wait, because The View is live. Can you really take politics off the table this Thanksgiving? The ladies' battle plan to avoid arguments that'll torpedo Turkey Day. Plus, Martha Stewart's serving up the sweetest ways to up your game on Thanksgiving. Then, sisters struggling through hard times who won big at the Junior Olympics are in for the surprise of their lives on today's show. And the Mirror Ball champs from Dancing with the Stars are taking a spin right here. Hump Day Hot Topics are here with Whoopi, Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar, Sarah Haynes, and Jedediah Bila. Now, let's get things started.
So our thanks to the runners-up from last night's Dancing with the Stars finale. For the kickoff dance, the Mirror Ball champs Lori and Val are hitting the floor a little bit later on. And right now we're digging into a pre-Thanksgiving feast full of recipes from a lady who knows how Thanksgiving is done, Martha Stewart.
A little later on, I'll show you.
It's marvelous.
It's so pretty.
Oh, look, little balls.
They're little baby meatballs.
I like that. What is that, Martha? This is fabulous. What's cooking, baby?
Hors d'oeuvres and pie. and Thanksgiving prep.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to make that in a little while, okay?
This is so pretty with the braids.
Yours is going to turn out just like that, Joy.
I'd love to give it a try. You're going to spend all tomorrow doing
Beautiful.
That's beautiful. Did you make this with your own little hands?
that. I did indeed this morning.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Love it.
Some people do a lot before 10 a.m. I'm not one of them.
Well, Martha Stewart, you're preparing things, and so we're waiting with bated breath for you to return with more things for us to eat.
Okay. It's happening. Thank you. See you in a bit.
Just one ball? Oh, wait, right.
What is that you have over there? Can I try it?
So millions of families and friends are preparing to get together for their Thanksgiving. So let me ask you this. After this crazy election, is it possible to take politics off the table and avoid it over the Thanksgiving meal?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You think so? I'm very nervous about it. I've got to tell you, my mom is on a tear. I would say there's a sort of contingent in my family that definitely have been Trump supporters and voted for President-elect Trump. And my mother is like waiting with bated breath for the Thanksgiving dinner table. So I think I'm going to have a safe room. Like, I really think I'm going to have a I think I'm going to have like a conversation with everyone. And I'm going to say no politics at the table. And if you want to talk politics, y'all go over into that room. And it's going to be a room that has a door. And that's it.
And you're going to lock them in?
Yeah, I want to have a pleasant Thanksgiving without divisive talk.
Just start hitting the vanilla extract early.
Those meatballs are really good.
These are good.
I'm not even sure what they are, but I'm eating them.
Delicious.
Martha made them. They're amazing.
You know. And I know how to break a real stymie if you get in trouble over the Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, it's going to be the stomach thing.
This is what it's going to be. There's a viral video happening, or a viral photograph, of a baby who is the spitting image of Danny DeVito.
That is amazing.
Anytime things get heated at your table,
Just bring that
stop
up.
everything and say, what would baby Danny DeVito say? And then show him this photograph, and that will make it all better.
He's so cute.
He's adorable.
So cute.
And so we're going to go and come back with more hot topics, because we really want to find out what's on the table and what's in our mouths. We'll be right back.
Still ahead, uber dangerous? They're hiring some ex-convicts to drive. Will this make the ladies rethink their ride? So to wear or not to wear your wedding ring?
My husband is a surgeon, and so he takes his ring off. I just think it sends the wrong message out.
Who is in the operating room paying attention to the fact he's not wearing his ring?
And Jen?
I'm looking forward to getting married because when somebody bothers me, I want to be like, take mine.
Say I do to The View. Tomorrow on ABC. Dancing with the Stars Mirrorball champs are doing a victory lap. And we're giving junior Olympic champion sisters struggling through hard times a surprise that'll have you cheering.
Welcome back. Donald Trump called a truce in his war against the New York Times and sat down for a wide-ranging interview. He says he won't pursue charges against Hillary, walked back his pledge to waterboard folks, and said he's looking into climate change issues. So,
Good thing.
are people who voted for him going to be a little freaked out by this big change? Because this is very different from what he ran on.
Yeah, I know a lot of people on the right, the hard right, who listened to a lot of what he said when, they were chanting, lock her up, and it sounded like he was going to prosecute her. And, they feel lied to in a way already. Yeah, they do. I mean,
bad.
But the thing is, like...
we've been lied to for the whole year.
But you know what? Like, people need to realize that people are practical. Once they get in office, he's now saying that he's changing his perspective on waterboarding because he's talking to former generals who are saying this doesn't work. This doesn't help us get information.
But he knew that before. Why didn't he say it then?
Yeah, but you know what? Because I think truth
sounded good.
But
Thank you,
also,
Sarah.
this is a guy. But this is also a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience, and I think he is going to get. I know I'm breaking news left and right. But he's going to get a lot of on-the-job training. So my hope is he gets in there.
On-the-job training job.
He is.
Oh my goodness.
He is though. Let's be realistic though.
They all
get it.
Yeah, but they know something before they get there.
But isn't it better that he gets the training at some point? Even if he gets in there and talks to people and it changes his mind and pushes him in a better direction, I'm all for that.
I'm happy, that he's interested in that he understands climate change. Yeah. Certainly wind is not a fair in his favor. But I think the guy needs to, he knows his children, he wants his children to have clean water and breathe clean air. So, I believe that he believes that.
Well, he also...
I do. But the rest of it, I don't trust.
You think he's a hard right guy, though?
No. I don't know what he is.
We don't know what
he's not.
I mean, that's what I'm very troubled by.
Yeah.
Like, he ran on this platform. I was very uncomfortable with the things he was saying and his platform, and so I wasn't supportive of him as a candidate. Now he comes out and he's saying things that speak to me. What is the truth?
We don't know.
Watch the footage of him before he decided to run this time for president, and you'll see someone who supported same-sex marriage. You'll see somebody who was talking about, healthcare plans that were very much like Obamacare.
But then he's a liar.
What he is?
I don't like that.
He's a salesman.
He's a liar. I don't like that.
He's a salesman.
You just figuring this out?
He's still a liar.
He's a salesman. He said
2 days ago, he accused the Hamilton cast of being rude to Mike Pence.
Right.
Now, you look at the video, there's no rudeness there. There's but he whipped people up into a frenzy.
Yeah.
With a lie.
I think it's funny. I was talking about this with someone, and I said something about how why doesn't he come out when some of these people have these alt-right parties in his name and do distasteful things and say awful things?
Yeah.
And yet he'll come out to Hamilton or Alec Baldwin and tweet. I said, I think he hates liberals and what he establishes as PC more than he hates these fringe people that he pandered to, because they happen to line up on his. I don't think he's hard right. I think he might be more of a nationalist, like someone that's all America all the time.
I don't think so.
No, okay, I'm putting every egg in that basket right now because I need a little hope right now that that's what he's voting on.
Except that he has interests all over the world. He has golf courses here and there. He has businesses in Saudi Arabia.
He's taking business out of the country
and also
to do other stuff.
But there's a conflict of interest that's going on right now with his businesses. This is all the new news here.
Yes.
And like, let's say, and he, by the way, it's not against the law for him to have these businesses.
No,
So-
he figured that out.
Yeah, he did. But let's say he owes, this is what I thought this morning. Let's say he owes Russia $80 billion or something. Because he borrowed from them. Now Putin decides he's going to go into Slovenia and take over Slovenia. And doesn't that put Donald in a bad position to negotiate? I'll forgive the loan, but I'm coming into Slovenia. I mean, the whole thing doesn't sound kosher to me, and yet he will not be forced to give up those businesses.
Not under the law, because it's never happened before.
Well,
Never happened.
a lot of things have never happened before. This has never happened before. We're actually going to take a pause, put some food in our potholes, and we'll be back.
Hi, everybody. Martha Stewart here to show you how you can bake fabulous holiday pies, just like this one. Very professional. I'm up next.
Coming up on Look Famous People, we catch Flo the progressive girl at the supermarket buying cheese.
The fabulous Martha Stewart makes every woman feel like they're just not trying hard enough. Now she just added hip-hop icon to her resume with cable's #1 new unscripted series, Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party. Please welcome Martha Stewart. So nice to have you here. You know, I think everybody wants to know what's happening at your house on Thanksgiving.
Well,
and let us feel inferior. Go ahead.
No, I blew everybody off and I forgot to tell them. So I've been getting emails from about 45 people saying, what time should we be there? Because I've had them there for like 7 years.
And you don't want them there this year?
No, because I'm leaving town in an hour. And they don't know, and I forgot to, I thought if I don't invite them, they won't come. So, but I forgot that they were counting on.
They're all going to show up at your house.
That's awful. Leave a number for Domino's Pizza on the door.
But at least now that I'm saying it on TV, I'm saying it out loud so they'll know that it's really true, that I just sort of forgot. But I am making a Thanksgiving dinner in Maine tomorrow.
In Maine.
Yes, I'm going to Maine
So
with my
those
family.
people are going to get a good deal.
Yeah.
Those are
There's
for
other
better
ones.
friends.
I'll invite them for Christmas.
Now, Martha, millions of people will be cooking a turkey tomorrow. What is the secret to the perfect bird?
Well, don't overcook it. Don't undercook it. And follow directions. If you just look at Turkey 101 at marthastewart.com, you'll not make a mistake.
Do you believe in brining?
No.
No brining?
No, I don't like brine. Unless it's an old turkey that's been frozen and sitting around, you know.
Do people do that?
What?
Keep turkeys around?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, it's a frozen turkey. It might have been killed last January or something.
You find like
and
an
it's
old
missing a little
turkey.
flavor. Usually you brine to add flavor.
Okay.
Is
The
that right?
turkeys that are grown nowadays are very tender and beautiful, most of them, from almost all the farms.
Yeah.
And if you buy a nice fresh killed turkey or a heritage breed turkey, which we encourage, I think you don't have to brine it.
But the old turkeys are in assisted living. Where are they?
No.
Where are the old turkeys?
You don't want to know.
You could arguably say pies are just as important. What is it about the pie
you
to the
have
meal?
to have delicious pie.
Okay.
And more than one is better than one.
Okay.
So we have a whole array of different pies, but this one is an extra good pie using the butternut squash. And rather than, you can have the squash on your, one of your vegetables too, but it's so easy. You bake the squash, cut it in half, take out the seeds, bake it upside down on parchment with a little bit of water until it's tender.
Like that one?
Like this one, yeah. This should be upside down.
Upside down.
Yeah,
okay.
and then you just scrape it out soft enough just look at it. It's so soft.
Yeah.
So you just put that in, puree it.
Right.
And you use the squash, 3 eggs. And you mix that in, nice fresh eggs, of course. No, not eggs that have been lying around.
That have been stored with the turkey.
And then there's brown sugar, a little flour, salt, and cinnamon.
Martha is making a butternut squash pie, for those of you who didn't hear it.
Yep. It's brown sugar. Brown sugar butternut squash pie. And then add that nice evaporated milk. Evaporated milk comes in a can. And you could...
Now you're talking.
Yeah, well, you can also get, canned pumpkin is also very good.
Yum.
So, all this and a little vanilla. Pour that into your blind bake. Now, when I say blind bake, I don't mean you're blind to bake it. You have to see.
Yeah.
It's better if you see. And it's just baked like that.
Okay, Sarah,
pour
you
that
gonna
into
make-
there.
I got a pie too. No, you're making it. This is your pie.
So here's
I'm
the
doing
crust.
this
This is your pie.
Oh, here's the crust.
Okay.
Now, this
I
is
was
still...
only told one pie.
This is still... You can stir that more. Just stir it.
Here, I'll stir. You know.
Okay. And now this...
I'm good at this.
You do that.
Someone lifted this up while it was still a little too cold, and it cracked.
Heads will roll.
Yes, heads are going to roll. You know how I feel
It's
about
not
that.
nice to fool Martha Stewart.
But usually to pick up the pie crust after you roll it, just roll it on the pin like this,
Yeah.
and lift it up, and then put it into your dish.
Oh, look at that.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah,
too.
I'm sure. You've watched, you know.
You know,
And then
can
this
I
gets
just-
pressed in.
You know, Martha, they sell these wonderful things
What?
in the freezer. You can buy that already done.
That's like swearing.
No.
Why would you say that to Martha Stewart?
It is good, though.
That's not as good.
I wouldn't say the brand
I
we're not
agree.
allowed.
Not
though.
always
as
from
good.
scratch.
Pretty damn
And so
good.
notice we have braided the edges. Look how pretty. This gets affixed to here with a little egg wash. You have to use this little egg wash.
Oh, the egg.
Yeah, it's just egg and water. And that's I call that the glue. And you put that
So you
along
do
the
a
edge.
little braid.
You do a little braid.
I want to also get to my pie.
Okay.
On yours, we're going to do not
and
a
then
braid.
after all the
We're going to do
scraps-
a weave on yours.
Now the scraps are turned into beautiful leaves
Well, how
and
did you make
shapes.
these?
Well, you roll out the scraps and then cut them with these cookie cutters.
Oh, my goodness.
You have those.
It's a lot of work.
Don't you?
Joy, I'm sure
No,
that's
I don't
in
have those.
Instapack
And then
too.
look, and baked. Look how pretty this is.
That is beautiful.
And you can sprinkle with just a little confectioner's sugar.
That's good. All right, Sarah.
Now this one is, look, this is the finish. This is it's called a slab pie. Are you digging into that?
Is that
Are you trying to cut into this pie with a fork?
Was that not?
No,
That
you
looks
can.
really
You wanna taste?
complicated.
Yes, please.
Doesn't that look complicated?
I was going to take this one home.
Oh, I wanted to talk about your show with Snoop, though. Can you tell us about it?
Oh, yeah.
It's so much fun.
You like that?
Here, you can taste that.
Have you always had a thing for rappers? Like, do you?
Oh yeah, I love rappers. I like the music actually. I like the poetry.
Do you like
Yeah.
the poetry?
I do.
The rap music is
Yeah,
very
and
good.
you know,
do on
I
your
have the
show?
same feelings that rappers have.
That's true.
But I've never expressed myself that way.
No, I really would love to see that. Though,
Do you
know?
teach them to cook? What do you do with them?
No, Snoop knows how to cook. I know how to cook, and we're teaching everybody to learn. That's the motto of the show. So, you want to see how this is made? So,
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if you want to know, if Snoop wants to know how to do this, he might have a little trouble making this spiral.
Yeah, that's hard.
Because
I'm not doing that.
because this is pastry dough.
I'm not doing any of this.
Pastry dough with a cinnamon swirl inserted.
Gotta go.
It's really good.
And then you cut
we
it
have
up.
to go to break, Martha.
Okay.
And now that you're a reality star, maybe you can run for president. Our thanks to Martha Stewart. Members of our audience are going home with Martha's Magazine, and we'll be right back.
Do you see these girls in our green room? They are junior Olympic champs. They did fall on some tough times, but we are giving them a surprise that is going to blow their minds. Trust me, you don't want to miss that.
Hey, sisters Tyrone and Brooke Shepherd reached incredible heights this summer when they made it all the way to the Junior Olympics. But their road to victory has taken some really tough turns. Take a look.
My name is Tanya Handy, and I'm the mom of 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old Tyrone and Brooke Shepherd, and they are the light of my life.
Get your bottles ready.
Where we live in Brooklyn, we've been there for about 9 years now, and I had never thought that I would have to leave, but we were evicted, and we ended up in a homeless shelter.
It's really hard for us because we would have to keep packing and unpacking.
When I tried to sleep, Mom woke me up because we had to keep moving around, and then I was tired most of the whole day. And I was also really hungry.
I work a job that pays only minimum wage, and so I have to explain why I can't afford certain things. But I let them know that I'm always trying. It's very hard.
She just gives everything to us, and she doesn't really buy anything for herself.
I feel weighed down sometimes, but I try not to give that to the girls. my biggest fear right now is that they would give up on me and I guess lose hope in my ability to take them further than this. I first got the girls into track and field because they're very competitive. I remember taking them to school and they would race a whole block to school.
My favorite event is the 80-meter hurdles.
I love the 3,000. My favorite event is the high jump because sometimes it makes me feel like I'm taller than my sisters.
I met the Shepherd sisters at a local free track meet, and I saw right away that they had potential. And the crazy thing is that I invited them to join the team at separate times, and later on I found out they were sisters.
Come on, Jamila, look at her. Look at her.
I look at the track club and the moms and the coaches as the girls' safe haven. It's their home. The track club is everything to us.
How are your grades, Morgan?
The biggest struggle for kids in this neighborhood is staying on track with their education, not getting drawn into negative forces that are out there on the street, such as drugs, teen pregnancy, gang violence.
On your toes and faster, faster.
It takes about $40,000 to run the program through an entire year. Some of the money comes from the parents, some comes from grants, and a lot of it comes out of the coaches' pockets. And we feel that it's worth it because the goal of the team is to have every girl graduate from high school and get an offer from a college of an athletic scholarship.
Coach Jean Bell she's my world. I sometimes wish I could have been raised by her.
Coach Jean is a mom to me, and she's like a good friend because whenever we're in need of her help, she helps us, even if it takes away from her time, and not only for us, for like the whole team.
She gives us hope.
The Shepherd sisters, they qualified for the AAU Junior Olympics this summer, and their mother said they never ran or did any sports before. So that's kind of amazing.
I was so excited to be going for the first time on a plane and going to a different state.
Rain won the 3,000 meters for her age group, and it was tremendous. Ty came in second in the 80-meter hurdles just by a hair, and Brooke came in second in the high jump, and we don't even have a high jump pit, so how amazing is that?
Jean, I want to thank you for accepting us and keeping us and loving us. Thank you for all the firsts you've given my children. Thank you to opening their eyes to a better life. I cannot thank you enough. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Please welcome Coach Jean Bell, Tanya Handy, and her 3 junior Olympians, Brooke, Rain, and Ty. Welcome. So, Tanya, when it comes to your 3 girls, what makes you the most proud? What just like your teeth get cold because you can't even believe what's happening with them?
Well, what makes me most proud is the way they treat other people with love and kindness, and the way they go after their goals. They always put their best foot forward, and I can't ask for more.
Brooke, you say that joining this track club changed your life. How so?
It makes us more responsible, and it gives me an idea of what's going to happen in the future, like getting a scholarship for college.
Rain, you're 10. Let me ask you, what's the toughest part about living at the homeless shelter for you?
Well, I have no privacy, and I'm not allowed to have any of my friends over. And when we get there, my mom has to check in and check out at like a certain time at night.
That's tough. So let me ask you, Ty, you're the oldest sister by a little bit. how do you feel your family has managed to stay this strong and stay so close together?
We usually pray in the morning, and also in the afternoon, we talk. And we would talk about our problems and how our day was, and then we were really reflective, so we would also give our opinions on how we should resolve these problems.
So, Sports Illustrated contacted you girls to tell you that all three of you have been named Sports Illustrated Kids 2016 Sports Kids of the Year. Now, you haven't seen yourselves on the cover, is that right?
No.
Well, it's lucky for us that we know some people over there, and we happen to have a copy for you to see this very first time.
Oh my God.
So, not only are you about to see this cover for the very first time, so is half of New York City, because take a look. There you girls are on the Jumbotron in the center of Times Square.
How does it feel? How does it feel? Oh my God. How does it feel to see that?
Right? You did this. This wouldn't have happened without your effort. You put yourselves on the cover of this. Mom, you did a lot to help. And Coach Gene, you did a lot to help. But you guys, this is what you did. This is what your hard work did. Kind of fantastic.
It is. Let me ask you, Coach. Gene, you're not just the coach, though, for these young girls. You're also an administrative law judge. You're a judge, too. You understand what these girls are going through because, like them, you grew up in a low-income housing project in the same neighborhood as Tanya and her girls. And you said you struggle to come up with the $40,000 to fund the track team every year. So guess what? Fabletics, a lifestyle activewear brand co-founded by Kate Hudson, which reimagines fashion for the modern woman, didn't want you or your girls to worry about paying the dues this year. So to cover all of the girls' dues, uniforms, track rentals, buses, competition fees, they are donating $40,000 to the Jeunesse Club.
No, that's not all. That's not all.
Oh my God.
Tanya, the holidays are approaching, and Fabletics wants to make sure you and your girls have everything you need this holiday season, so they are giving you a check for $10,000. Now, Coach Bell, I was supposed to ask you something, but then it disappeared. Who are all of these girls?
These girls?
Who are all these girls? Well, you know what? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Well, before I even ask you that question, it's a good thing you girls came out here because you know what? Fabletics, you know, you heard us talking about them. They heard that you girls could use some new workout clothes. So every member of the Junaid Track Club is getting a $100 gift certificate card to Fabletics. So for more information on the Shepherd Sisters, check their story out. It's kidsgot.com, and we want to thank our wonderful sponsor, Fabletics, for all these gifts today. And guess what? Members of our studio audience are going home with a $50 gift card to Fabletics as well. So we will be right back.
Dancing with with the Stars' brand new champs are showing off the moves that won them the Mirror Ball last night.
And new champions in Dancing with the Stars are Lori and Val.
Last night's incredible performances on the Dancing with the Stars finale. And here are the latest Mirror Ball champs performing the Paso Doble to Wicked Ones. Give it up for Lori and Val. Lori, I don't think many years in your life could top this one. You win an Olympic gold in Rio, and now you're the youngest ever Mirror Ball champ at 16 years old. Which was harder?
I think they were both in their own different ranges, and they were both pretty hard. I mean, as a little kid, I hope so. As a little kid, I've always wanted to go to the Olympics, and so I was grateful that I had the opportunity to go. And then, also as a kid, dancing was my passion, so I was able to come here and get a Mirror Ball, and it blows my mind. So,
Val, you shed a few tears on the show this season. That's not something that we're used to seeing from you. What was it about Lori that brought that out in you?
I mean, similarly to what just made me shed some tears backstage, hearing young girls, do their thing and prevail, and, the story that you guys had right before we came on, I feel very strongly about the opportunity to inspire a young mind like such as Lori, especially a role model, young lady like herself. And, for me, that brings tears to my eyes. I think every adult should take the responsibility to inspire the youth. And, I got a chance to do that with this girl.
That's so great. Beautiful. Now, Lori, you mentioned getting to the Olympics was a goal, and now you did this. Where do you go from here? What's next?
Well, actually, I'm going on the upcoming Dancing with the Stars tour.
Right.
So.
Wow.
So, Lori's joining myself, Sharna, Lindsay, Calvin, if he behaves, maybe. And the rest of our cast, we're going on a winter tour. It's a 50-city tour this winter, Dancing with the Stars tour live, and we'd love to continue the season. We're very appreciative of all the fans that made this show such a success. And, if you want to keep seeing legends like Calvin Johnson and James come on and dance, and Lori Hernandez, keep supporting our show. I think.
Val, will you be back next season?
I would love to be back. I would love to be back and hopefully do it again.
Okay, well, thank you guys both for being here. A big official thanks to Lori and Val and all of our finalists for being with us today. You can catch Lori on tour with the cast of Dancing with the Stars Live, We Came to Dance, nationwide beginning December 16th. We'll be right back.
So, yeah, we got lots to be thankful for.
Oh.
We saw that amazing family, those amazing girls.
Amazing.
Thankful that we could help. Thankful that the folks who watch our show have been supporting us for 20 years.
Yeah. I was, I was trying to keep it together. I told Whoopi backstage because I saw so much of myself in those girls. You know, I grew up in the projects in the South
As
Bronx
did I.
too.
Yeah, not in the South Bronx, but in the projects.
It was
Coach
so
is
wonderful seeing it.
extraordinary. You know?
If for anyone that doubts, I feel like those are moments where you realize there are angels all around us. People
Yeah.
that work so hard to give to others.
Yeah.
And
And if you see folks in need, this is Thanksgiving time, so if you see folks in need, if you can help in any way, if you know a family is going through something, help if, you know, do what you can. Do what you can, you know. And of course, we're incredibly thankful to you. We want to tell you to have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy the view and be thankful that we are as good as we are.
Thanksgiving is almost here.